What's up guys, I'm Raspreet Gill, welcome to the channel, and today I've got a really special unboxing experience. It's something that's down to what the pandemic has led us to keep in our lives, health and hygiene. Yes, this pretty much ticks that. And this one right here is the v11 Absolute Pro in the blue nickel plated color, and it does come with a hell lot of features that are better than the older generation. It's 20% more faster and stuff with a smart display and all that. We're gonna check that out shortly. And it doesn't come with a dock normally, but this time around due to the pandemic they decided to sneak in a quick deal for me and give me the dock, because the dock comes as an exclusive freebie with the gold color one, which is the most costliest in its range. So can it really replace human help in your household? We're about to find that out. Let's quickly get into this box, take a look at what's in there, as well as put this thing to a good test and see whether it's worth all that money at this damn time. Got some user manual, the documentation on how do you set it up. You have a head out here, and more heads out here. Love the red stuff along it. It's all taped up and sealed. There we have it. That's what's going to give us our color. A little bit of a sticker out here that says Dyson v11 Absolute Pro, so you know you have the latest and the greatest. And that is our main motor right out here. You can see some more packaging on it. It's pretty well enclosed, especially due to all the transportation that it goes through. Now this is the trigger button right out here, and the smart display is actually really small. The motor looks good, and it's kind of heavy. We've got another little bit of a holder. Dyson really praises this one a hell lot. Mop your floor, make it squeaky clean. Alright, these are really good for your household. Whenever you need, oh look at that, like a candy floss. Another holding hand. I think this is the charging cable for our wireless vacuum cleaner. Little brush. And okay, we are yet not done with unboxing the things. So this is pretty much, I think, you want to wall mount this hanger vacuum cleaner on the wall, but we have the standing dock, so we're not going to be using this. Mode setting and operation details regarding the smart display that's out here. And that's the box. Which, oh no, that's yet not the box. Okay, that's a mini version of what we just saw. And then we follow that up with yet another. Alright, this one seems to be a little bit of a twisty pipe. Excluding the 3 different suction pipes, we have 7 different suction heads to choose from. So we're going to start off by setting up the main suction pipe into the vacuum head. There we go, snaps in quickly in place, and it's so nice and comfortable. Even if you want to disconnect it, you simply click it down and it toggles right out of it. So it's really well designed, no struggles whatsoever. Now we're going to be putting in the mopping head, which again will just simply slide in, snapping that way, and we're in, we're good to go. So this is pretty much what it looks like, but now we need to really charge this thing up, and we're not going to be charging it directly. We're going to be unboxing that dock right out there. We'll set it up, put it on charge, and then put it out for test. Clearly the dock stand is not colored or color coded to the vacuum cleaner's shade. Decently heavy plated base. So now everything in the Dyson experience of products seems to be so ergonomically designed and so comfortably to open and fit in. So look at this now, even the dock snaps in straight that way. If you want to disconnect it, you just simply put your fingers out there and the pipe slides off it. And we slide in the upper bit. Goes in, clips in seamlessly. Shove in the charging cable. Next up, you just simply squeeze it in. Once you're done up with that, this part looks kind of exposed and ugly, doesn't it? So Dyson's even taken care of that. They've given you a little bit of a cover. Slide it upwards that way. Press it in, and it's all flush. Slide it into the dock. Snug fit. And it begins to charge. And about 5 hours later, we're ready to use it. You get an auto use mode as well as 3 that you can select from, starting off with eco, that gives us the maximum battery life. Move on to medium speed, and then at the end of it we have boost, which is the most powerful suction. If you hold down the button, it takes you through language, alerts. Upon usage after a full charge, you begin to get the amount of time you'll get to use the vacuum in each mode, with eco topping it at approx an hour and a half. Continuous usage in medium mode would give you around about 40 minutes, and boost mode comes in at a miserly 10 minutes. Now these times actually vary upon the kind of vacuuming that you're undergoing. Vacuuming a carpet would drain the battery much quicker in any mode. Now this large strong brush head is really good for ground usage, and carpets in particular, it tends to suck out the tiniest granules that's stuck deep within it. And it's all happening in medium mode. So there's different kind of spillage on your floor, and you're wondering what Dyson head is the right one to use. So we start off with the fiber mop head. And that does it. This head refuses to suck up that cereal. Off goes the fiber mop head, and in goes the soft roller cleaner head. And it's eaten all the cereal up. Sometimes you just gotta try and test what's best. Emptying the vacuum cleaner is really simple. Simply tug onto the red latch downwards, and that opens up its bin. Tug harder to open it completely, but yeah, be sure to use a bigger dustbin the next time. Cleaning the mop heads is really simple. Use a coin, twist it in, pull the head out, and then you could just simply run it under water. The soft brush head can be used on electronics or delicate items. If you don't want to use the brush, you can just simply move it back. Using it on sensitive areas is its main purpose, and at times it does a decent job. It didn't remove the dust out of the vents from this gaming console even while on boost mode. It just tends to struggle with finer dust. Another example where a cloth would have done a better job than this. Finer dust stuck on the statue out here also isn't getting sucked. The brush too is barely moving it off. This wide mouth suction head is a major go-to on any vacuum cleaner. On the sofa it did a tremendous job. It seems like it needs a bit of traction. Even while on eco it was sucking it all in. This tiny flexi pipe really does a good job to fit on any head and bends across any surface. So with sticky dust like the way it's on this lamp out here, it's doing a pretty bad job despite running it on boost mode. We also have an expandable flexi pipe out here, especially for those hard to reach places. One thing that I really love is the ability to carry this vacuum cleaner wherever I go and be able to use it without having to worry about connecting it into any outlet. A place where it really thrives though is near window rails, where it tends to suck up larger dust. This mini motorized head has a great amount of fiber underneath it, which makes it a top cleaner. It does tend to do a pretty decent job in removing dust that's stuck on your walls. This clip is a really neat touch that lets you put on your favorite heads for immediate access. Connecting various heads to the long pipe is another benefit to reach higher places without having to stand up on a ladder or a stool. The air filter on the top of the vacuum cleaner is a really neat touch. The vacuum cleaner not only sends out cooler air but so much so cleaner air. And you're also alerted by the vacuum cleaner when the filter needs cleaning, so you could just simply wash it under water. I've been using this thing for a month now. My hair's even grown back. And I gotta just simply say, some things just cannot replace what a human hand can do. Dyson's v11 Absolute Pro is a great wireless vacuum cleaner. It cleans certain areas with relative ease, but it struggles elsewhere. And when you think about it, this thing right here is a flagship. It retails at an exorbitant price. Dyson had all these things in mind when they marketed it with the best machine, best motor in there, best suction ability, but it does lack when you throw certain objects or certain kind of dust or certain dirty areas at it. It just doesn't do good enough. And that's where it really is a major letdown, especially when you think about the hole it's left in your pocket. That's one thing that Dyson really needs to look at, and additionally they need to learn to price this better. I mean, come on, it's a vacuum cleaner for crying out loud. I know it's portable, it's got great battery life and everything, but it's got to be priced much better to make it more attainable. If you do like the video, do drop a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribe to the channel so you'll know whenever I post the next one.